What's up, everybody? My name is Jela, and shout out to Great T News.
But speaking of the reunion, the Baddies Midwest reunion, let's talk about this. Remember, we talked about it, y'all. Emma got jumped by Bad Dolly and Summer at the Baddies Midwest reunion backstage. It wasn't even on stage. I didn't know that until they showed it. And Emma said that she was set up. She said she was set up. She said she was told to go in there, and them girls jumped her. Now, we got to really blame Dolly because Summer's the one that ran up, even though we know Emma wanted to fight both of them. And it's kind of crazy because I think Lex and Emma are cool. Yeah, I don't know how that worked because Lex and Emma is actually cool. But anyways, you know, all these girls be faking stuff. But anyways, it was all on Dolly because Summer ran up for the fade and then Dolly jumped in. So I don't know who got that hit that caused the damage, but Emma said that she losing like eyesight in one of her eyes. I'm like, girl, if you don't go to the damn hospital and sue Zeus for everything, talking about they make $18 million a month. Oh no, I need some of that. They said $216 million a year or something like that. Oh yeah, I need that. I'm suing just like Kevin Hart did on Soul Plane. Remember he got stuck in the toilet and then his dog got unalive. Oh yeah, I need my money. I need my money for sure. So remember a lot of people was online saying that they don't believe her. They was kind of harassing her, saying she lying and stuff. And I'm like, I don't see why she would have to lie about something like that. You know, I don't know. But now we got Adam Wack. Okay, we got Ocean and Rosé from Jocelyn's Cabaret, Jose's Cabaret, I guess sticking up for her, right? It says they all commented on her getting jumped at the Baddies Midwest reunion. So Adam says they jumped her 2 times already, but had a problem with us. Yeah, no, they doing exactly what you was doing. Yeah, do I agree? No. Run the one-on-one phase, but OG set the precedent for jumping. Why y'all feel like they didn't all jump on Summer at the beginning of the show? I don't feel sorry for Emma no more. At first I did, right? But then again, I forgot. When she was being a follower, Summer was popping her ish, and it was only towards Ahna. But everybody but Ivory started talking about, oh, you bullying Ahna, she too small. So Emma get up and say the same thing, and see Ivory jump on Summer, so she jumped on Summer. Then Yoshi jumped on Summer. So what the hell? Like we know, no. Y'all all weird.
Got it. Noted. You're a weird bitch.
Yeah, we not doing that. We definitely not doing that. Emma should have just minded her damn business.
Mind your business. But you took her.
You should have just sat there and ate your food because you need to shut up. That's some real shut up.
Okay? So Adam says, Emma, I don't care, Emma, you need to get yours immediately. Make that call, bro, and I'm sorry about your eye, babe. What you mean? Make what call? You talking about like a lawsuit? Definitely. Or is she talking about she need her get back? And she saying make that call to be back on Baddies? That girl is not gonna be brought back on Baddies. That girl is not gonna be brought back on Baddies. Fiji, Rosé says, damn, my prayers out to Emma, wishing healing and protection for her. Yeah, man, I don't agree with that. That's crazy though. She definitely needs to get her money. That was whack as hell. But we don't necessarily know it was from the actual jumping because it could have just been from when Summer hit her or whatever, but I don't know. So Ocean says, shout out to Emma, the realest, get hit the hardest. Girl, what do you mean by that? Emma did not belong on Baddies at all. She did not have that energy. What do you mean, the realest? On Baddies?
April the 12th, 2015.
Yes.
Okay. And have you been changed in any way according, based on what's in front of you?
No.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, the state now moves to admit.
Bitch, please. Who you fooling?
Yeah. I don't know about that. I don't know. So yeah, this is when they jumped her. Then they was pulling her by her hair and everything. She said it was a whole lot of weird ish going on. It said, I don't know B. Remember that? Oh, I ain't no B. Bro, what did that mean? You see I and like Ian, like a name Ian, but it said I ain't no B. Remember that? Just know I'm slapping Hall whenever I see him. Okay. If you ever go see him. Since my vision is effed up permanently, watch this. Stay tuned. From getting jumped? Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Get your money, girl. I would not be mad at you at all. You tripping. Go get your check from Zeus.
Can I get some Skittles, some dips, Reese's Pieces, pretzel, and a large popcorn?
A large. You got your money. He got money. Get it all for him.
Money. Damn.
Okay, but what's his name?
I need money.
Yeah, I need my money. If I'm Emma. All right. But anywho, I'll keep you guys updated with that. I don't think this is the end of that. It's definitely not. Especially since we're going to actually see it pretty soon, if not tonight. The way she been talking too, I think it's going to be on tonight's episode, the first part, since they're all backstage. They didn't even make it on stage yet. So I think she's going to be popping her ish a lot more. I definitely want to hear what Pissy Plumber Summer and BBO Dolly got to say about the situation. And I want to see if she actually sues Zeus like she should, right? So let's keep it going with the reunion. If you guys do not remember, Mel, okay, I guess left for that very reason. She didn't want to lose her eyesight. She didn't want to lose a tooth. You know, she didn't want to lose her edges because she didn't even fight nobody. Mel just left. I'm like, girl, come on. Talking about Zeus demonic. Now that's TV is demonic. What are we talking about? And you admitted that you got paid in 1 hour, more in 1 hour working for Zeus, right? Than you ever got paid, and now that's TV. Like, what are we talking about? I don't know, man. And she started it. Obviously, with the Ivory situation, we know what's going on with them. Remember, she tried to get her in Milwaukee at the club. What's her name? And then obviously the girls was throwing shade towards her, Tashiki, everybody. So she started coming for everybody. So I'm thinking she gonna have that same energy at the reunion and fight everybody. And she didn't do it. So she proved the baddies right. I hate to say it. Tashiki got every right to say this about Mel.
You're not like that. Bitch, you pineapple, coconut, juice, sweet. How? Fuck is we saying, bitch? You sweeter than sweet, bitch. On the dead homies, bitch.
Bitch, come to the forefront, ho. You started all this shit, bitch.
Man. Y'all, I was anticipating Mel versus Tashiki more than Bad Dolly versus Tashiki. I ain't gonna lie, but she didn't want no smoke. How we gonna get jumped? I'm like, well, Ahna got jumped, Scotty got jumped. Everybody was getting jumped.
I'm right here, bitch. I'm right here.
What the hell? It says if they're gonna show Mel running away from the reunion, that's gonna be embarrassing. It looked like it.
You
Yeah, weak as hell. I gotta take Ivory's side on this one. Ivory like, bro, you weak. And she said she was even rooting for her. They not even cool, but she said she know even if she did her, she just fought everybody, did her big one, didn't even have to win all the fights, and you know what I'm saying? Like she would have got her respect. People was already rooting for Mel. She served looks, she looked good, you know what I mean? She be popping and she get in the paint. It was just a letdown. It was just a letdown altogether. I ain't gonna lie.
You disappointed me. You disappointed me.
She let me down, man. She let me down. So anywho, this is I guess a preview of tonight's episode, right? We got Stinkabella and Jela getting into it. And remember, they already had beef. I forgot all about that. That's what I was looking forward to for the reunion too. But Stinkabella came over there pregnant. Yes, Jela was supposed to fight Stinkabella too because they got into it. Talking about she was gossiping to her. Gossiping about Stinkabella to AK Bar and Malaya Lynn and stuff, y'all. It's so crazy. They were just being messy as hell. So Stinkabella try to clock Jayla T, and Jayla hit her with the Uno reverse card. Fair use. Let's check it out. Everybody was gagged too. Nunu, DTB, everybody even Stinkabella was gagged. Let's go.
Boy, I have a roll for you. Please go ahead. Let's go. 1 and 2 and 3. I don't need a ride for me because that was your twin. So when the you swing, she should have been right there. You hear me?
Oh, you mean like how you and Meatball came in last season, dicking each other, talking about y'all was this?
Exactly.
And then y'all, exactly. So don't do that.
Exactly.
So don't
Exactly.
do that.
Exactly.
Right, so don't do
but
that.
But guess what? We really grew up together. You feel me? You and that didn't.
And look how y'all fell out.
I mean, we grew up together.
And that's
y'all,
worse.
you and that you're embarrassed. You mad about the turkey Thanksgiving.
I'm not. It's
because
fine.
it's true. And right now you
It's
still
cool.
a turkey.
I'm never too big to apologize if I hurt your
So
feelings.
why you
or
been and
whatever it
apologize
is.
when you had the chance?
Because when did I have the
Because-
chance? When did I have the chance besides every single time I get on the
New York
internet?
City.
No. When I was going to it, you came down to the end of the end.
Stinkabella, why is you causing drama and you can't fight? I think she should have just shut up. I think she should have just sat pregnant and pretty. Just sat pretty and pregnant. Cause the way you they can't do nothing to you. So why you coming to the reunion with that energy? If you can't get in the paint.
To the table and start disrespecting.
Bruh. Why it seem like with the wigs, bruh, the forehead baby hairs is getting longer and longer, bigger and bigger. Do y'all see that? Mr. Pringles, Mr. Monopoly mustache on her forehead? That look crazy.
Me calling me out my name
Jayla, before I even...
You see? Bruh, what is this? That's literally a mustache. Look at the baby. Look at the sideburns and then the baby hair. That's literally the Mr. Pringles mustache. Yo, that's crazy.
That
Before I ever said
yes.
Look at Nunu. Everybody just sitting there. But she tried to, I guess she tried to say AK Bar was Jayla twin. Yeah, they was twins for sure.
Name a time Akbar ever rolled for you. Please go ahead. Let's go. 1
When did AK Bar ever roll for you?
and 2 and 3.
I don't need
a ride for me because that was your twin. So when
I don't need no beat or ride with me.
you swing, she should have been right there. You hear me?
Oh, you mean like how you and Meatball came in last season, dicking each other, talking about y'all was this?
Exactly. And then y'all, exactly. So
And then y'all fell out. Oh, why she eat her up with me belly? And then her and DTB had beef all last season. Then all of a sudden she run after DTB. Clocked her. You got some nerve to be talking about somebody riding for each other with that fake old situation that you was having.
Bitch, that shade. Humble yourself.
Message.
Clock it.
Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. She ate her up with that.
Clock that T.
She went from running behind Meatball to running behind DTB. Yeah, this turning into bangs at this point. Like, I don't get it. I don't know. I don't. Who thinks this look good?
Don't do that.
Look at DTB. Look, even DTB know that was crazy. Jaden, Nunu looking down. Nunu looking good too. But yeah, look, DTB looking like a damn pro wrestler. WWE. DTB, the WWE Women's Champion. But yeah, she's gagged. She like, oh.
exactly.
So don't do
Exactly.
Look, DTB messy as hell.
Right, so don't do
But
that.
guess what? We really grew up together. You feel me? You and that.
You really grew up together. Y'all grew up together. Y'all fell out real fast. Y'all fell out real fast.
didn't.
And look how y'all
You see
fell
what I'm
out.
saying?
And
We
men now
grew
we're
up
dating.
together.
And
y'all,
that's worse.
you and that you're embarrassed. You mad
I'm
about
not.
the turkey Thanksgiving
I'm
coming
not.
up.
It's
Because
fine.
it's true. And right now, you
It's
still
cool.
a turkey.
I'm never too big to apologize if I hurt your
So why
feelings
you
or
been there and
whatever it
apologize
is.
when you had the chance,
Because
Jela?
when did I have the chance? When did I have the chance besides every single time I get on the
New York
internet?
City.
No. When I was going to it, you came down to the end of the table and started disrespecting me, calling me out my name.
Jela, before I even said anything,
I ever said
that you were
anything.
turkey.
Okay, so we gotta look forward to that tonight. Pregnant stinker. Okay, arguing with Jela. All right, about AK bar. All right, and just to give y'all context, if y'all don't remember, right, this was all the way back in November, so I wouldn't be surprised if y'all don't remember. This was 5 months ago. Okay, this was back in New York.
Nah, here we ain't gonna do that. I fuck with you and I fuck with you. You said she did say, bitch.
No, bitch, you know what
Ah, yeah, turkey.
You know what the fuck I said.
You a turkey and Thanksgiving is coming up. You a turkey Thanksgiving coming up.
You're very
I'm a
weird.
cook.
It's a lie.
Nah, here we ain't gonna do that. I fuck with you and I fuck with you. You said she did say, bitch.
No, bitch, you know what the fuck
Ah,
I said.
yeah, turkey.
You know what the fuck I said.
You a turkey and Thanksgiving is coming up. You a turkey Thanksgiving coming up.
You're very
I'm a
weird.
cook.
It's a lie.
Yeah, but you got pregnant, so you couldn't cook, you couldn't eat. You know, but yeah, remember this was all over AK bar. Because we know Stinkabella and AK Bar don't like each other. They had beef. I guess Jela was talking about Stinkabella to AK Bar behind her back. All right. And she was talking to Mariah Lynn as well, if y'all remember. So AK Bar pregnant as well. So we got two pregnant chicks beefing, two pregnant baddies beefing right now. Ain't that something? Lord have mercy. So we got AK Bar responding. Okay, let's go.
At the reunion, why my name being brought up? You so jealous of me. You went to Jela. This how you know you so jealous and you want a reason. Girl, you was eating me. You was so nice to me. Even when Diamond was doing that shit at the table, you was like, I ain't on that type of shit. I don't just do shit and look crazy doing it. You was basically clowning her. Let's be honest, like a drop dead. That whole conversation you had when I wasn't there, it looked stupid because that should have got you even up. Me and Jela didn't grow up together. So right then and there, you should not even said that. They made you look stupid. That shit is so stupid. I'm not there. So why am I being brought up? You mad. From jump, y'all, I never knew this girl. I never had a beef with her. I still don't got a beef with her. But why would I get on internet and be pump faking like I'm coming to the reunion? I ain't do none of that. Honey, if you see that bitch in Philly, you get that bitch the business. I'm talking about beat her. I was never at the reunion. Why my name being brought up? You so jealous of me. You went to Jela. This how you know you so jealous and you want a reason. Girl, you was eating me. You was so nice to me. Even when Diamond was doing that shit at the table, you was like, I ain't on that type of shit. I don't just do shit and look crazy doing it. You was basically clowning her. Let's be honest, like a drop dead. That whole conversation you had when I wasn't there, it looked stupid because that should have got you even up. Me and Jela didn't grow up together. So right then and there, you should not even said that.
I mean, she has a point, but I don't know. Y'all all be messy as hell, you know? And I mean, if Stinkabella was there, why you didn't go? I don't know, bro. This is, like I said, we got two pregnant baddies still over here arguing and fighting. And this is two personalities I do not want to see on the show anymore at all. Please, please don't come nowhere near baddies ever again. We can do without you.
Mind your business. Mind your business. But you took her to your business.
Oh my God. Okay. AK Bar and Stinkabella is two of the most annoying baddies ever. Okay. You said AK Bar don't lie. Nah, they all be lying. Nah. We not about to do that. We not about to do that. Everybody on baddies, they all be lying. They all hypocrites. They all be contradicting each other and stuff like that. She definitely be lying. But yeah, I understand where AK Bar is coming from though. Like, why you speaking on me? Why you bringing me up? You know, when we got beat, you know what I mean? If I'm not there. But then again, of course she gonna bring you up because that's the reason her Jela and Stinkabella is even beefing. Because they was cool. But I guess behind the scenes, she found out that Jela was talking about her to AK Bar. So that's why she like, oh, I don't even like her. So you speaking on me? So, you know what I'm saying? So I get it. My thing is, you know, it's not like you can fight. So you just brought this up and just started arguing with Jela, you know, and then you know, she ended up clocking her. All right. Like I don't know. I feel like Jela won because Stink Bella talking about, you know, being twins with AK Bar and riding for her and all that stuff. But look at you riding for Meat Belly, right? And y'all had a weird beef and stuff like that, claiming y'all grew up with each other. And then look at you backtracking and fighting DTB, right? They didn't get along or nothing, right? Next season, all of a sudden, y'all best friends. Y'all the best duo. Because she know what she was doing. That's why she started riding with Summer later in the season. She know what she doing. But anyways, I'll keep y'all updated with that. I can't wait till the reunion, bro. We about to get into it. We gonna get into it. I cannot wait. So speaking of Jela, okay, Jela had a sit down and had a lot to say. Okay, we've been covering it the last week or so because he's been dropping some clips, but we got some clips in here as well that we didn't see. All right, so we gonna start from the beginning. This is Jela clocking a lot of tea when it came to Baddies Midwest and Baddies Caribbean. She was exposing people. She was throwing shade. Who's baddies? Who's not a baddie? Blah, blah, blah. She was copping pleas too. She was being fake. Y'all know I love me some Jela, but we go clock it, all right? So let's get into it. Jela explains she believes Rolly isn't a baddie and mentions that she's insecure. But look, she backtracks on this too. Let's go. Fair use. Shout out to Queen Mona. This is his podcast.
Is Rolly a baddie?
No.
Oh, you said that quick.
No.
You said that real quick. All right.
Your physical appearance is not what makes you a bad bitch. And I know that Rolly used to be a fat girl that went and got surgery, and now she's skinny, and she looks good. Don't get me wrong.
She ain't skinny, girl.
Or not skinny, excuse me. Rolly was
just over here lying on Kanye West internet. Rolly is skinny. Rolly looks good. Come on, man.
Wait. Let me think.
I know you don't believe that. I know you don't believe that. That's why I'm not jumping. That's why I just gotta just.
Big back. Yeah, my back is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into the tiny shirt, my big back has no room.
I'm already whooped, bitch! Be like you a big ass fat turkey collard green, poor looking Tyler Perry looking bitch! Bitch! Go get some collard green, bitch! Go get some collard green, bitch! You fat ass turkey dog, bitch! That looks like a raw piece of chicken, bitch! You big as fuck! Crap!
Rolly was a heavy set woman.
Shade.
Rolly was a heavy set woman that went and had surgery.
Was. She's saying like she's not anymore.
Huh?
You know, to improve her appearance, however you want to slice it and dice it. And I feel like you can improve your appearance as much as you want to, but until you get to the core issues of what happened to you growing up or like your real issues, you still the same bitch. You just changed your clothes.
Hey.
So to me, Rolly is not a baddie. And the reason why I say that.
Is Rolly a baddie?
No.
Bruh. Why is he so damn extra? It's Rolly a baddie. Why he say it like that, y'all?
Hold up. What is this shit?
It's Rolly a baddie. This dude hella extra.
Rolly.
Jela says Rolly picks and chooses her battles. Y'all all do. But has a problem when others do it and speaks on her hidden slim. I agree.
He picks and chooses her battles. I mean,
she said that on the thing. She said it.
But when other people pick and choose their battles,
she got a whole problem.
With it.
Yes, ma'am. Clock.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, she tries to make it seem like That bitch is a motherfucking bully, and she got a lot of negativity and hate in her heart. She is a fat, insecure bitch on the inside. I don't care how many surgeries she's had. I don't care how much weight she lost. That insecure shit is embedded in her, and it's deep down in her soul. You can look in that whole eyes and see the jealousy. And that's just, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. I don't give a fuck how nice she try to be. I don't care how much or whatever. When that hoe came out onto that balcony and she hit Slim, and you seen the look in her eyes when she hit her. When Slim was on that balcony, you know what scene I'm talking about when we was at that cabin. You seen the devil in that whole eyes. That bitch is Rolly picks and chooses her battles. I mean,
she said that on the.
She said she saw the devil in her eyes, but she was right over there laughing at Slim with Natalie on the balcony. Remember about her getting picked on and stuff? Then she was talking trash at the little sit around before Tommy came in there with the BB. Yeah, she don't deserve to be a baddie. She don't deserve to be here. We tried to be nice. We tried to accept her. Girl, you fake as hell. Just lying, huh? Nah, we not doing that. We call out everything.
Made that shit make sense. Dumbass bitches. Thank you.
We not doing that. Jela mentions how Roller always came for Natalie and only becoming cool with her when her and Jela went at it.
And you know what? I don't even really got no real issue with Rolly or not. I'm just calling a spade a spade. She's very insecure, and she's not a girl's girl. She came for Natalie every single chance that she got while we was filming to try to make it seem like Natalie wasn't a good EP, or Natalie wasn't a good boss, or Natalie wasn't a good friend. Only time she really cozied up under Natalie was when me and Natalie had an issue towards the end of the season. And then it was like, okay, let's go laugh at Jela and let's go have a moment. But if you think about it, anytime before then, she was always trying to correct Natalie or tell Natalie how she wasn't doing her job the right motherfucking way. But the moment Natalie fell out with her friend, you use that as an opportunity to cozy up under Natalie and try to get closer to her in a moment of weakness. I see everything for exactly what the fuck it is. Trust me.
All right.
And you know what? I don't even really got no real issue with Rolly or not. I'm just calling a spade a spade. She's very insecure, and
it sounds about right. I mean, you can tell Roller is just, I mean, they all pretty much are in there for their own benefit. There's no loyalty. So yeah, I can see Roller. I mean, we know Roller and Natalie had their issues, and they still be going back and forth. You know, but I think Roller got some type of producer credit or something, even if it's Ghost, because, you know, it seems like she got a little too much power over there on Baddies and Zeus. She must know the deep dark secrets or something like that. She know where you know what I mean, where the bodies is buried or something, the skeletons in the closet or something, because she get a lot of favor being on that damn show, you know. But yeah, I mean, I can see that. I can see her, you know, being more cool with Natalie since they beefing with Jela or something like that. But I don't know, bro. They all fake. I know y'all not surprised by none of this.
Summer.
Is Summer a real baddie? Here we go. We already clocked her for this. All the stuff that she say about Summer, you can say the same thing about a lot of baddies, especially Krayshawn Rock. And that's her sister. You know, that's, you know what I mean? Okay. And I'm not vouching for, because we know Summer is nasty. She pissing everywhere, right? Dirty. That's what they say, right? But everybody said the same thing about Krayshawn, stinking and, you know, not washing up and, you know what I'm saying? Crusty drawers and, you know what I mean? Not cleaning up, right? Loud, unhinged, can't keep her hands to herself, don't know when to shut up. Don't that sound very familiar?
Baddie.
Nope.
Ooh.
No, Summer is a stinking pussy, loud mouth, no couth having bitch.
Oh,
and I'm just being real about it. Like, I didn't have no issue with Summer. Like, it was a lot of times, like when we first started filming, and I would go up to Summer and be like, I like you, you real cool. Like, oh, so what you got going on? Like, you know, like, and she told me like she had 2 kids and she was from St. Louis, or like, we didn't get to have a lot of conversations because she still lived in the house. But I always told Summer, like, you know, just keep being you. Like, you gonna be a star bitch. Like, cause I seen it in her.
Summer a baddie.
Nope.
Ooh.
No, Summer is a
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. You said they're not baddies, they're dirties. Yeah, exactly. No, they're natties. Nasty. They're nasties. Pose for me. No. Nasties. Wash for me. they need to brush their ass and wash their teeth. For sure. For sure. I don't think it's just the obvious ones that be stanking, y'all. I don't know. I be thinking, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Everybody don't look just like they got the best hygiene. I'll just say that. Personally. Okay? You seem like they all got stories about each other and stuff. But it do seem like Rolly is a hater. It does seem like she's very insecure and stuff like that. She's very spiteful, vindictive, you know what I mean, malicious. But I think they all got those personality traits. It's just some that's just worse than others. Obviously, we know Natalie is like the queen of messiness, right? But yeah, I don't see how Krayshawn is a baddie, but Summer's not.
She said the whole stick in the mud.
Jela speaks on Summer comment she made about her on Baddies Midwest. Okay, I do remember this. This is right before the boxing match, which was scripted as hell as well too.
Ass up the stick up the ass comment to me. And I was like, really, you feel like that? It's just like, yeah, Jayla, because, you know, we ain't got a chance to get to know you.
That's a good point. How is Summer not a baddie, but you saw the star in her? But they all knew Summer was going to be the star. It was obvious to see as soon as she hit the screen. We already knew it. Like, it was pretty obvious. I called it before we even watched the show. 2 months before it even aired. While they was filming. I said, watch y'all. Y'all need to watch out for Summer. Y'all need to watch out for Summer. Summer go take over the show. She fought damn near everybody on the show.
You like that and whatever. And I'm like, well, I don't live in the house with y'all. And like, when we film, it's always chaos. So how do you really think that you're going to get to for real know me if no?
That makes the show stupid. I'm not in the house with y'all. Why y'all not in the house? Y'all really do your own thing and just meet up to film. So y'all only around each other 20, 30, 40 minutes. Y'all don't like the beast was just so forced and fake. It was stupid.
Make that shit make sense. Dumbass bitches. Thank you.
All right. And like I said, a lot is, I'm telling you, I don't see how Krayshawn is a baddie, but Summer's not. I just don't get it. Honestly, this is me personally. Summer's way more entertaining than Krayshawn. The thing about Krayshawn was that she was a crash out, right? She'll say some stuff, but it wasn't even calculated. A lot of her stuff, she just sounds stupid. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. Was she entertaining? Yes. I think that was where she really, really blew up, was on Baddies, right? But if we just go in entertainment value, I'm going with Summer. That's just me personally. I'm going with Summer. Summer's way more entertaining, way more sound bites. She funny, you know what I'm saying? And Krayshawn is overrated as a fighter. Krayshawn is the sneak queen. Right behind her is DTB. And she only fight with one hand. And really, who has she fought? Y'all, bro, they love saying Krayshawn is a heavy hitter. Heavy hitter where? Where? She ain't fought nobody. But y'all know what they gonna say about Summer.
Do you want me to clean you up again?
Bitch, you ain't clean shit. You ain't Kristan.
Your hands
You ain't Kristan.
wrapped
You
for
ain't
a reason,
Kristan.
bitch.
You ain't Kristan. You ain't Kristan. Y'all know what the Rock Tars gonna say.
Leave Brittany alone! Please!
Let's go.
Number one, I don't live in the house with you. And when I see you on set, there ain't nothing but a bunch of fighting and yelling going on. And if you want to get to know me, how come you ain't come up to me and asked me questions like I walked up to you and asked you questions? She said the whole stick in the mud, ass up the stick up the ass comment to me. And I was like, really, you feel like that? It's just like, yeah, Jayla, because, you know, we ain't got a chance to get to know you like that and whatever. And I'm like, well,
y'all know I'm not biased, y'all. I'm looking at it from both sides. I totally understand, right? Because Summer, you can tell her personality is an acquired taste, right? You know, I can see the girls not wanting to be around her, being irritated. You know what I'm saying? She can be very off-putting, right? But on the other side, I can see with Jela. Bro, don't lie, y'all. Jela, especially last season, mostly all of the OGs was doing it. With the private jets, separated with the private jets, different sprinters, buses, right? Different house, right? They in Airbnbs and penthouse hotels and all that stuff. Jayla was acting like she was better than everybody. A lot of the OGs was. Bigger, Adam Wack, all them. Jaden for sure. They was treating her like she was an OG. She was always with the OGs as a celebrity guest, AK Bar. They was acting like they was better than everybody. So I understand what someone was talking about. She was like, yeah, you always seem like you just stuck up or something. Like, what's up, girl? Like, damn, you don't talk to us or nothing? Like, you don't, what's up?
I don't live in the house with y'all, and like when we film, it's always chaos. So how do you really think that you're gonna get to for real know me if, number one, I don't live in the house with you, and when I see you on set, there ain't nothing but a bunch of fighting and yelling going on? And if you want to get to know me, how come you ain't come up to me and asked me questions like I walked up to you and asked you questions? She said the whole stick in the mud, ass up the stick up the ass comment to me. And I was like, really? You feel like that? It's just like, yeah, Jayla, because you look so beautiful.
My bad. This is when she called I think this is when she called Adam Wack. Yeah, I think this is when she called Adam Wack. But I agree with you know, the whole summer type of thing, because like I said, they was acting like they was better than everybody, and I don't know, I wasn't rocking with that. I just wasn't rocking with that. But I think this is when Ahna was here. I think this is when she called Ahna and she says Lex wanted to model for her brand.
Beautiful. Yeah. So I'm sitting right here and I'm doing this interview right now, highly anticipated. And so I was telling the interviewer that, you know, during the season, I had a lot of conversations with the girls off camera. Right. And so then he asked me if I ever had a conversation with Big Legs, and, you know, pretty much
keep the camera because she went after by.
See with Forbes, see with Vogue, Miami.
Again, and but she went to the face of David's brand.
You look so beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting right here and I'm doing this interview right now, highly anticipated. And
I think this was Ahna she was talking to.
And basically, I'm talking about how she knows you're a designer and how she looks up to you. And
oh, maybe that's not Ahna. She did call Ahna in this interview, though. Okay, so this is a different person.
She wants to model, and she did one of your models, and she's so mad that this season had to do this to y'all, which is why I was gagging, because I thought y'all were just fake beef for the camera.
Bro, why she sound like that? Don't she got the rock tar voice I be doing? She sound like she got that, bro. I swear she be using the rock tar voice I be using.
Because she was so nice to you in person. So when everything came out and y'all was going back and forth on social media, like, wait, you told me that you liked her in real life. It's because the camera and production was basically telling you it had to give what it was supposed to give for Jela. So why is it for Jela when you literally say you look up at her and you want to be one of her culture cutie model? Miami, bring the Miami Swim Week, bitch. Because I told her I was your model and I walked for you, and she was like, oh my god, really? That's all I want. I just want that. I don't want to be this girl. And I brought her up to you and asked her why she was acting like that when the bitch said she wanted to be one of your models. But she don't like Jayla, because Jayla, and but she went to be the face of Jayla's brand. And basically, I'm talking about how
yeah, so basically she's saying that Lex was a fan at first. That's how it always starts, though. Yeah, she was a fan. And then she got to know you, and then it was bad. Now we know the fake storyline was stupid about, you know, sticking up for Gretchen and Gregory. You know what I'm saying? Saying the N-word. All of that was stupid. I get that. But later down the line, you know, they really fought because of the bad Dolly situation. You know? But I actually think the producers had a lot to do with it as well. And they just singled Jela out when it came to Lex, and Lex just rolled with it. And it helped, right? She's back on the show. You know, I honestly think if the producers aren't asking too much out of you, right, and you're not doing what they tell you to do, you got to go. That's just like with any other job. So I don't get it. We know the producers, you know, push storylines and push narratives and stuff like that, right? And like I said, if it's something that's obvious that y'all do on the show all the time anyways, I don't see what's the issue. Oh, you know, start a beef with her or slap her or throw this drink or do. I'm like, y'all do this anyways. So I don't get it. I don't be getting that. I don't know.
She knows you're a designer and how she looks up to you.
Jela speaks on having the idea of using Big Lex as a model for her brand, Normal Culture. This is the same brand y'all said that people don't even be getting they materials. Uh-oh.
And she's cute. I was like,
so y'all telling me Jela out here scamming? Don't say that, y'all.
Oh, I'm using her for Normal Culture. Like, I already had it in my mind that I was going to use Lex as the face of Normal Culture from Baddies because I had never done that before. That was what I had in mind. And I even told her that. I was like, when I met you, you know, when I spoke to you that first night and you were just so nice, she was so happy to meet me. The energy was so good between us. And the next day we got on set and it was just a 180. And I was,
well, yeah, because she probably listened to the producers. The producers was like, hey, start a beef with Jela. Okay. They was like, start a beef with one of the OGs. She probably chose Jela.
Like, what? Because, I mean, and like I said, that was my own selfish thoughts. Like, oh, you know, she's tall, she's beautiful. Like, my brand represents that.
Oh, really? Remember how quick she switched up? She's tall, she's beautiful, all this, right? Then next minute she's saying she big mouth, big teeth, big feet. I'm like, well, yeah, she's 6 foot. I don't get it. That stuff that's out of her control.
You know, because I ain't gonna sit up here and say she no ugly girl. Like that would be me being a hater.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. She's not an ugly girl, and she's tall, and she fits the aesthetic of what my brand represents. I am a runway model. I go and get the best, and she's cute. I was like, oh, I'm using her for Normal Culture. Like, I already to do what I do every year for Miami Swim Week. That is a girl that could have potentially been either the face of my brand or somebody that I put on my runway and done a lot of work with, because I've also worked with other girls that are her height or taller than her. I make my clothes for us. And so when she came on set and she wanted to argue and fight with me for whatever the reasons were, it was a little disheartening to me because I had my own plan in mind when I saw her. I saw her and I immediately was like, damn, I'm using this bitch. Like, when we finish, this bitch finna be the face of Normal Culture. We finna run this shit up. Like, I finally have a baddie that represents what I see for Normal Culture. Just off of me.
You know what's weird about that? Ain't Scotty tall too? Scotty's tall too, with a nice body and stuff. What do you mean? Why Scotty can't be like, you know what I mean? Like, model for it. What was it about Lex out of all these seasons and stuff that you just pinpointed Lex so much? That's what I'm saying. So she liked Lex too. And I guess she just feel mad that her and Lex didn't, you know what I mean? Didn't really mesh like that. You know? Because it sounded like she was crushing on Lex.
Seeing her that one time, you know, when you see it, you see it.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna take nothing away from it. I'm not here to dim nobody's light. And so when we got into it or whatever, I had to take a step back to do what I do every year for Miami Swim Week. That is a girl that could have put Rolly.
So look, she backtracks. That's what I'm saying, bruh. She talking one ear out the, you know what I mean? It's going one ear out the other. She talking out the side of her neck. You heard how she just drag roller? She insecure, she fat, she evil. She said all of that stuff. She ain't no baddie. Why she backtrack, y'all? So you can take what Jela is saying with a grain of salt. In the same sentence, Summer ain't no baddie, but she's a star. What?
Bitch, that's shade. Humble yourself.
Wait. Let me think.
I can say that I do in real life. Rolly is a baddie. She's her own person. She marches to the beat of her own drum. And one thing I will say about Rolly is, even though I don't like all of her antics, Rolly is not really a follower. She will go against the grain. If we be like, oh, we ain't fucking with the newbies, Rolly would be like, well, the newbies ain't did shit to me and y'all bitches tripping. Y'all. So I like the fact that Rolly doesn't just go with the crowd.
Okay.
Whenever we all be on bullshit, if that ain't how she feels, she not joining in with it. So I will say that, and I like a person with their own mind. So I have to, refute my other statement. I got to take that one back. So I got to give Rolly her baddie card. She's been around for a long time. She's done a lot for the franchise.
Why she just backtrack like that? Nah, you meant what you said the first time. Then she said she not no follower. So you admit that you a follower? Because you was for sure following with the whole bullying Slim moment. You just going along to get along. Just like everybody jumped on Summer.
And no matter how I feel about her personally, Rolly is a baddie.
Okay.
She is.
Okay.
You get on my nerves, bitch, and I really can't stand you sometimes. And we have our little... But I can't knock you. I can't knock you, and I got to give credit where credit... Rolly... I can say that I do in real life. Rolly is a baddie. She's her own person. She marches to the beat of her own drum. And
told you, y'all, she literally backtracked everything that she said about Rolling.
God, you can't make this shit up.
Got it. Noted. You're a weird bitch.
You disappointed me. You disappointed me.
Yes, talking in circles. Lord have mercy.
I was like, I like her.
Now she's speaking about Ivory.
She's likable. Ivory is very likable.
Yeah, she
is. I feel like,
man, you saying that because you didn't want to fight that girl. You don't want no smoke. What's the likable quality about Ivory? Ivory an unstable creature, just like Krayshawn, just like a lot of y'all. Pretty much all of the baddies. All right, I'm about to say a lot of y'all. Pretty much all the baddies. So like, what is it that's a redeemable quality? Because there's some that's obviously better than others, right? Ivory is literally famous for wiping her butt on somebody's pillow, throwing piss on them, and fighting.
she kind of get a little bit of flack because she's known to be like a fighter, and it's like a tough persona that kind of come with it. But when I really and I don't know a lot about her, but just having a few conversations with her, and just like when the cameras was off and us just hanging out or whatever, like, I like her.
Yeah, that's a good point. You absolutely right. Jela is definitely an unstable creature. She a rock tart. I don't even know why I'm expecting so much, man. Y'all know I love me some Jela, but she lost me, man.
You really think this? What I was going? This how you know this bitch is a retard.
Just lost me, bro. Just out here, just saying anything, huh? So annoying.
Y'all, you rock tards, you empty, soulless ass bitches who can't find your mammy, don't know where your daddy at. That ain't my motherfucking fault.
Gretchen took a bite out of crime. Why did you decide to come back to Midwest?
Gretchen took a bite out of crime. You know how crazy that is? Yo, put a helicopter in the chat. Gretchen took a bite out of crime. She did, but the way she bit her was crazy.
Bitch.
I decided to come back to Midwest after being bitten because I am never going to just lay it down. Like, I don't never want nobody to feel like they won at my expense.
But you didn't really give like that, Jela. I don't know. Jela was definitely a background character this season. Not as much as Tashiki, but I mean, they was pretty close. They didn't really give nothing.
Like, my mama always says, you can get knocked down, but never knocked out.
I was like, I like her.
She's likable. Ivory is very likable.
Yeah,
she is.
Ivory is very likable. Okay.
Natalie had to like fight for you.
Natalie, Jela speaks on Natalie having to fight for her to come back after she got into it with the producer. Yeah, she's talking about Ashley.
You to come back on Midway?
Natalie had to fight for me to come back. So it was a lot that happened during Caribbean with like me and like some of the producers. Like one day, one of the producers walked into my room and I was in the shower, and we kind of got in like an argument because I was in the shower and I was supposed to be like getting my hair and makeup done or what.
Wow. Look, didn't I tell you? Didn't I question the shower? We don't hear about them showering like that. Y'all don't be noticing that? Hey, I'm telling you, I be noticing stuff.
Wait. Let me think.
No, you ain't supposed to be showering. You supposed to be getting your makeup done. So they want them to just skip the shower, get all that makeup and weave and all that done and stuff like that, and out there just stinking, smelling like ass from all day. Ain't brushed your ass or washed your teeth. I told y'all, look, bro, drop some grapes in the chat, y'all.
Oh. That's crazy.
Message.
Clock it. Whatever. And I was like, I'm bald headed. Like, my hair is done. I'm in the shower. All I got to do is put some conditioner in it. And I have great skin, so I ain't got to put on makeup. My clothes is on the bed. So go bother somebody else. Like,
yeah.
And so it went, I ain't gonna say it like kind of like went up between me and her, but at the end of the day, like, I'm a grown ass woman, so I'm not finna let nobody talk to me crazy. I don't give a fuck who you are. Bitch, have some respect when you talking to me. And it ain't no shade to her, like, not literally to her, bitch. But I'm just saying, like, when you talking to me,
Natalie had to like fight for you to come back on Midway.
Natalie had to fight for me to come back. So it was a lot that happened during
Says Jayla responds to a question regarding if she did too much with Big Gretch. Nah, I don't think so. Bruh, Gregory was doing the most. Right? He's comfortable saying the N-word, so we comfortable saying you a transformer. Transformer, what's between your thighs?
Hear me out.
And collected in real life, in my everyday life, where I don't even raise my voice. I don't raise my voice.
Do you think you did too much with Gretchen?
No.
Do you think you did enough?
I did just enough, and I could have done more.
Okay.
And so for me, that's why I say, like, I'm not a bully, because I don't start with people. I didn't start any of it. I asked, like, with Gretchen, I asked a question. That was never my beef. With Biggie, I kind of caught astray because I was having a conversation with my friend. The situation with Callie, you pretty much wanted to fight me because I fought your friend and I wasn't letting up. And even if we take it,
yeah, Callie was weird too. We got to give Callie that same energy like Lex, fighting for Gretch to say the N-word, basically.
Make that shit make sense, dumbass bitches. Thank you.
You're a goofy bitch.
That's not true.
Just slow. Like, what the hell? Callie weird for that.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
What was that about?
Back to Bad Girls Club. A lot of these situations and arguments or even altercations that I've had with these women over the last 10 years, it don't even really be my beef. And collected in real life, in my everyday life.
Who won the fight?
It says Jayla speaks on the altercation between AK Bar and Diamond and mentions that AK Bar won the fight. It gave tie to me, but if you want to give AK Bar the win, I don't mind that either. But, you know, I guess. Hey, y'all gotta remember, AK Bar was over there spitting. Like, that's crazy.
In your opinion, Diamond or Akbar? I know you like them both. We could like them both, friend. But I need an opinion.
It was a tie.
Baby, she don't want to answer. Listen.
No, okay. I really think Akbar won that fight.
Akbar won that fight.
Akbar won that motherfucking fight.
Won that.
And let me tell you something. The Queen of Atlanta, that's my bitch right there. Akbar,
you won.
Let me tell you something.
Period. And I wasn't even there.
Me, that's my Big Valerie. Bitch, you know you won that fight. You did what you had to do, bitch.
Akbar won that fight. Another reason why I
did
like.
what she had to do. And
Another reason who won the fight in your opinion, Diamond or Akbar?
I don't mind giving AK Bar the win, but it wasn't. I guess sure I'll give her the win, but it was giving tie to me personally. Jela mentions how she's seen producers coaching Big Lex after her scene with Fighting Ivory. Okay, what's the difference? Girl, you've been on reality TV for years. Why is she acting like this is new? You know why it's only a problem? It's because because Lex got a problem with Jela and she beat up Jela. She would not be spilling none of this tea if Lex never fought her or anything. That's just how I honestly feel.
Lex be trying to play like she's like this girl's girl and like she's so just like for the people or whatever. I seen the producers coach her. I saw the producer coach her after the scene and she's like, I did good. Like you went to a producer and got confirmation off of what they told you to do in the scene. Because I walked past the laundry room or whatever the secondary room was. If this the room over here where these signs are, I'm gonna break the fourth wall. This sign right here, where these signs are right here, where these signs are, that's the room that they was in this corner where them bitches was fighting at. And you walk past the little hallway right here, across that catwalk, there was a room right there before you walked into that room. I don't remember if it was a bedroom or a laundry room or a bathroom. But when I walked past that room, Lex was in that motherfucking room talking to one of the producers, asking them if she did a good job and did what they wanted her to do.
Okay. Nah, bruh, hey, y'all, I am so serious. Okay?
October 12, 2015.
Yes.
Okay. And have they been changed in any way according, based on what's in front of you?
No.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, the state now moves to admit.
For a show not to be scripted, they sure know how to run their mouth and ruin it for us, huh? Thank you for confirming that it's scripted. Even though Ahna backtracked on that. Who else? Tashiki, Ivory, they all done backtracked on the show being scripted. But we got Jela over here because she got beat up. Yeah, she was confirming with the producer told her. I'm like, okay. So why you not telling us anything else that the producer was telling anybody else to do? It's just specifically Lex for some odd reason. Huh? Because Ivory came out and said that the producer told her to slap Tashiki or Natalie. It was between Tashiki, Natalie, Stinkabella, and who else, y'all? Wait, and Adam Wack. Adam Wack, Natalie, Tashiki, and Stinkabella. Out of them two. And we pinpointed like, yeah, it was probably Tashiki and Natalie. And she said, I didn't want to do that. That's when Lex came out and was like, fight. She didn't want to fight Lex either. Talking about she was too cute. She just got her wig done. Girl, what?
Lex be trying to play like she's like this. Have to give.
Jela speaks on what Big Lex had to do to make her presence feel felt.
All of that where y'all fought down in the room, but that's a bitch that's always looking for a moment. She's a weirdo. She always.
Okay, so what does that make you, Jela? I love Jela, but we gotta clock it. Huh? A cast member on a reality TV show is looking for a moment. Aren't they all looking for moments? Isn't that the point of being on reality TV? You end up like a Jazz, a Yoshi getting sent home, a Emma. So it seemed like Summer understood the assignment. Dolly understood the assignment. Lex understood the assignment. That's why they're back in Africa. The reason we even talk about New York to this day is because she created viral moments, Nene Leakes. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever, Flavor, like whoever, Chance, everybody that's known from reality TV, Natalie Nunn, they all got moments. Y'all all weird then. I don't get it. Because you're the same person that's been on reality TV for over 10 years. What was the point to be on the damn show then? Yeah, she a weird beast. She looking for a moment. Okay. I don't see what's the crime in this. What am I missing something? I don't know.
You really think this what I was going this how you know this bitch is a retard.
Like, I don't get it. He said the only reason Lex and Dolly is back because they were tied to Summer. We can agree to disagree. And let's just say that's true. And smart. They are smart girls. Do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Smart girls. Smart girls. Why do you think Stinkabella attached herself to DTV this season? They all do it. What are you talking? Like, that's okay, and that's cap because I know for a fact Lex is brought back because she beat up Jela and Ivory. She pretty and she's actually a heavy hitter. So you must be talking about Dolly. Like, what are we talking about? You said BGC didn't do all of that scripted stuff. Zeus isn't scripted either. It's all fake. What are you talking about? They all got producers that tell them to do stuff. Watch any TV show. Love and Hip Hop, Real Housewives. They be spilling all the tea all the time about, oh, they doing this for the producers. They did this. They edited it like this. They edited like, bruh, come on. Like, let's not act stupid when it comes to one specific show. They all do the same thing. Like I said, if you notice, she's only talking about Lex. So are you telling me the producers didn't tell nobody else on the show to do anything? Summer? They didn't tell Summer to do nothing? Nobody. It's just Lex. What a coincidence that Lex is the one that beat her up and she got all this stuff to say.
Because it wasn't even given that. Y'all had been in the house already. Y'all had already chosen y'all's rooms. So when the cameras came up and they put y'all's name on the same room, why you didn't play the game like it was supposed to be played? Why did you feel like you had to fight this girl 50, 11 times and then say, oh no, I'm staying right here in the room? You so...
Wait. Let's... Ain't it funny how she pretty much became an Ivory defender? Hear me out. She started with Ivory, by the way. Okay? Jela, from the beginning. Throwing shade at Ivory on Twitter. But, y'all, didn't we just play that, what's the name? We just watched the clip a few days ago. Y'all know Ivory started it with Lex, right? Like, are we playing dumb? Y'all know Ivory started with Lex, right? How is Lex fighting Ivory 50, 11 times? Oh, let's go back. Remember when everybody was jumping on Summer on the bus? And Ivory called out Lex, you said you would fight anybody. What's up? So Lex like, all right, whatever. So they fought. Remember when they was all standing in that living room? A basketball girl. Remember it was Roller? This was right after Jayla was like, oh, I did not see anything. Remember right after Lex fought Jayla, pity pat. We know that was a fake fight. Ivory came out of nowhere and swung. Remember, she basically tried to sneak Lex. She swung on Lex and they fought. Bam, that's 2 fights in a row that she started with her, right? Then when they when she switched the name tag, Ivory said, "What's up? Run that. We got to fight then." They fought. Didn't Ivory throw a drink on Lex before the club after they switched the name tags and she got that black eye, she got beat up? I want to fight every day. So why is Jayla acting like Lex was the one that was just pushing the issue the whole time? What are we talking about? Yeah, exactly. Ivory popped it off and she was getting knotted up. Come on, bro.
Anti-bully, but you was trying to come in this season and bully bitches and make your presence felt. But you just did it in such a weird way.
No, she clocked it. I mean, yeah, she was weird. She was anti-bully, but We know that was just some storyline stuff. Like it literally made no sense. It literally made no sense.
Right now.
The bitch want to be Juju Watkins. Let's get into it. The bitch said she's a baller from a baddie. She said, I'm a baller.
That girl got a scholarship, free education to play basketball. And looking at her stats, that girl averaged damn near 15.7 boards. And she was a starter and she played. And she graduated and got her degree. Where's the shade in this? I'm trying to understand. And to be honest with you, she's really successful for somebody that never have no reality TV experience. She went from basketball to the MVP of the season. Now we know it should have been summer, but she got it. She got the MVP. She beat it up. She beat up the girl that everybody was scared of outside of Tashiki, Ivory. She's serving. Look, she looked good. She's beautiful. Where's the shade? She thought she was the baller. She didn't know she was a baller. She was balling. She was balling.
To a baddie, yeah, bitch, because guess what? You want to be Juju Watkins and you're not. You have to give all of that where y'all fought down in the room, but that's a bitch that's always looking for a moment. She's a weirdo. She always, because it wasn't even giving that. Y'all had been in the house already. Y'all had already chosen y'all's rooms. So when the cameras came up and they put y'all's name on the same room, why you didn't play the game like it was supposed to be played? Why did you feel like you had to fight this girl 11 times and then say, oh no, I'm staying right here in the room? You so anti-bully, but you was trying to come.
Let's check this out. This is Big Lex, y'all. Damn. Did I change it, y'all? My bad. Hold on. Yeah, it's right here. Bro, they only go show her shooting a damn free throw? My bad, y'all. I thought it was the actual highlights. Let's look this up real quick, because she got some actual highlights. Let me see. Is this Big Lex? Unless somebody else got the same name as her. Yeah, they calling somebody else Big Lex, not the little one. Why I can't find Big Lex? Why I can't find her basketball highlights? That's super weird. You type in Big Lex basketball highlights, it's literally everybody else. It's hella weird. I'm gonna find it though.
Come in this season and bully bitches and make your presence felt, but you just did it in such a weird way.
Right now.
The bitch want to be Juju Watkins. Let's get into it. The bitch said she's a baller from a baddie. She said, I'm a baller to a baddie. Yeah, bitch, because guess what? You want to be Juju Watkins and you're not. You have to give all of that where y'all fought down in the room, but that's a bitch that's always looking for a moment. She's a weirdo. She always, because it wasn't even giving that. Y'all had been in the house already. Y'all had already chosen y'all's rooms. So when the
yeah, I'm mad I can't find the highlights. We go check it out because the stats is statting. She was definitely balling. She was definitely balling. But I don't know. How is that a diss though?
Come back, give her.
Jela talks about Slim and says she wishes she didn't accept the offer of being Rolly assistant. I bet you do, because they didn't expect that backlash. They did not expect that. That did not look good. And you see that they start switching up and apologizing for her and stuff like that. Oh, I'm sorry, this and that, you know. But yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like they finally saw on camera and saw the backlash people got, and they was like, oh, Scotty started apologizing. Ivory was the only one that stuck up for her like during the show, but then she switched up. I'm like, oh yeah, you just want to be back on Baddies Africa. And what a coincidence, she's back, right? She was like, no, she wasn't getting bullied. I'm like, you was there saying she was getting bullied. You saw it. Now you saying she wasn't? Come on, Ivory.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
You out your fucking mind.
They'll come back.
Okay.
I still don't have a problem with Slim. I don't know her like that. We never got close. You know, whatever shit her and Krishan had going on or whatever, like all that shit is surface level. She never did nothing to me and I never did nothing to her. That's why when it was time to have the sit down, they let me be the mediator. Cause I ain't got no issue with her.
Okay.
It was no malice on my end. So like, you know, like to Slim, I'll say this. I don't hate you. I don't dislike you. I don't have nothing against you. I really wish that coming into like Midwest, you wouldn't have agreed to be an assistant because you was on Baddies South with us and you deserve that opportunity to be a part of the main cast like the rest of us. And I really wish that when we was at that house in that living room and, you know, when I was saying like, oh, you know, stand up for yourself, don't let nobody you was doing what you could to the best of your ability. And I get that and I respect come back. Give her wristband. Let her come back.
Okay.
I still don't have a problem with Slim. I don't know her like that. We never got close. You know, whatever shit her and Krishan had going on or whatever, like all that shit is.
I don't know. I guess. I don't know. Like I said, she didn't see the backlash because she was right there with it. Oh, she was making fun of the situation with Natalie. They was saying she don't deserve to be here. She ain't no baddie. This ain't baddie behavior. She was popping it, doing too much. I said, y'all was picking on her. What the hell? Like that was weird. And it was acting like Rolly didn't do nothing wrong. Like Rolly was just innocent in the whole situation. Summer done snuck the girl. Like it was weird. The whole situation was weird. But yeah, man, that was it. That was the interview that she had. It was a lot of clips and stuff like that. She backtracked saying that Rolly is a baddie, but she don't like Summer. She obviously hate Big Lex. She has every right to hate Big Lex because just the way she started with her and stuff like that. But then again, she know how the game goes when it comes to like baddies and how scripted it is and all this weird stuff. So I don't know. I feel like that goes with the territory. You know? I don't know. I think she just mad that she got beat up. I think that's what it was. And she was spilling all the tea about her being basically a minion for the producers and stuff like that. I'm like, they all do that. Like, I remember Nunu told on Zeus about that. Who else? DJ Sky, DTB done said some stuff about how they set up scenes and script stuff. So like, I don't know. It's given that, bruh, I ain't gonna lie. Bruh, hear me out. It seems like Jela got more beef with Lex than she got Gretchen. Which is crazy to me. You know? I think it's just because she got beat up and she's on Africa. She wasn't brought back and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just find it funny that she went into detail with Lex and the producers and stuff. When I'm like, they all do that. You cannot tell me Summer is not a minion for the producers and they love it. Is Summer doing stuff off script? For sure. But I think she is listening to the producer. Hey, do this, do that. Ooh, but she, you know what I mean? And it worked out. She stole the show. And then we got other girls that's not talking at all. You know what I mean? And I'm like, why are y'all even here? Y'all should have listened to the damn producers. Jasmine, do something. Jaden, say something. Tashiki was saying 3 words per 10 episodes. You know what I mean? Crazy, man. But anywho, I'll keep you guys updated with that. That's Baddies Midwest. She was dropping some Baddies Caribbean tea too, though. But I can't wait to the Baddies Midwest reunion. Okay, it starts tonight, and it looks like it's gonna start off with a bang. I definitely want to see the whole Summer, Dolly, and Emma jump situation and see how that played out. You know. But I'll keep you guys updated. I will keep you guys updated.